Welcome back, MTG Joe here, doing a bit of a channel update. You'll notice the content's been kind of all over the place the last week or so. As some of you may know, I was in the middle of a renovation. You could see like some garbage or miscellaneous. I got my PS4 here, like my Switch stuff, pictures are all over the place. Between that, work life, everything, and just kind of being burnt out of Magic for a bit, I'm opting to take a couple weeks off. I am going to be part of the early access stream for Wilds of Eldraine on the 31st of August. But for the next 2 weeks or so, I'm just going to take some time for myself, step away from content. I've been doing pretty much a video a day since 2019, with exception of like some brief periods where I was moving. Doing content since 2018. And just with a lot of the meta videos, while I do generally enjoy talking about Magic, a lot of the formats have become very stale. It's very challenging at times every week to come to you and hype up this exciting mono white or mono red standard best of one deck that's been the same list for the last umpteenth weeks. Even then, with like the gameplay videos themselves, haven't really enjoyed any of the formats recently. While there's some areas to kind of try out some new decks, the formats are largely kind of cannibalized. Standard's very stale. Historic, which is my favorite format, is being taken over by Ring and Bowmaster decks, which invalidates a lot of the other formats, or like the other cards in the format. And while, we could try brews, stuff like that, the views aren't there. It's usually the thing in the summer. My view count goes down. It's fairly common across the Magic genre, between not the best reception for the Lord of the Rings set in terms of constructed formats on Arena, as well as just kind of summer vacation, stuff like that. The time going into these videos doesn't necessarily correlate to what I'm getting out of these things. So I think it's best right now, just take a break. Hopefully you're all enjoying your summer months. And we'll be back ahead of Wilds of Eldraine. I have one more video for like Mono Red Devotion and Explore that I'll get out in the next like week or so. And then depending on like how time works out ahead of the 31st for the early access stream, I may do some like deck techs, stuff like that. But for the most part, expect fairly quiet on the channel until then. And then when the new set comes out, we'll kind of reconvene in terms of the regular content. Early access, we will do a bunch of decks. We'll do them live on YouTube, cut them up, throw them up, try out a bunch of new stuff, see what works, what doesn't, hopefully to save you some wild cards. And then we'll also start with all the meta videos, standard, Explorer, Historic. Hopefully that kind of reignites people's passions for a lot of these formats. I know a lot of folks have been asking for some of the extended formats, Explorer and Historic, best of three. The data from Taps just hasn't been there the last couple of weeks, and that's kind of contributing, where I'm only really able to put out like 2 to 3 meta videos, as opposed to each of the formats, everything like that I really want to cover in that time. So I do appreciate all the support. We're hopefully still, just from residual videos, hit that 10,000 sub mark by the end of August. But like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I appreciate all the support up to now. The channel's grown quite a bit, and it's thanks to the folks like you who keep tuning in week and week out. So in any case, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Stay safe. Enjoy your summer.